persistence, and anybody that knows that the reason I have this one is because I'm probably one of the most tenacious people you'll ever meet in your life. A little bit like a bulldog. So Suzette asked me to talk to you guys about persistence today. What does persistence mean to you? Anybody?
Keeping at it.
Keeping at it. What else?
Not quit.
Do not quit.
Don't take no for an answer.
Don't take no for an answer. Okay, one of my favorite motivational speakers is Andy Andrews. I don't know how many of you have ever heard about him, but he's a multimillionaire. Just a few short years ago, he was living on the street, under a bridge.
Speak up. Can't hear you.
Can't speak up. Without a cold. He was living under a bridge, and he wrote a book. And he had these rules that he lived by, and one of those was, don't give up. Never give up. So he writes his book. He goes to the publishing house. They turn him down. So he personally publishes it, sells 150,000 copies of the book, goes back to another publishing house and says, would you sell my book now? They said no. So he went out and sold another 150,000 books. Went back. Short story out of it. He did this 6 times, and every time they told him no. By this time, he had the money to make his own publishing company. He said, there were so many times I just wanted to lay down and say, I can't do this anymore. But I had that rule, never give up. And that's what he did. He just kept going. That's what persistence is to me. Part of that is keeping your lines of communications open. I gave each of you a worksheet. I don't want you to write down on here what I'm saying. I want you to write down on here your things that you would do for these. Because what works for me might not work for you. What works for Suzette might not work for you. Different things work for different people. We have to find our own niche and do things the way that makes sense for us and that will be successful for us. Number 2 on my list here was do not take no's personally. I guarantee you in the course of a week I get probably 150 to 200 no's. But I keep asking people. And why do I keep asking people? Because I keep remembering Andy Andrews in my background of my mind going, never give up. I'm constantly finding new ways to approach people. That's number 3. Where are some of the places that you approach people? How about switching it up a little bit? I go to the grocery store and I'm talking to the lady in the line and I go, hi, I'm Laura, I sell Tupperware. Nope, doesn't work. Should we go and, hey, what's this? Because like Tracy said, carry things in your cart that have Tupperware on them. I have my keychain that I have that has about 16 different little key fobs on it. And I let the kids swing it around while we're going through the store. And they have a blast with it and people go, oh, I remember those. How can I get one of those? Have a party. If they don't want to have a party, have a book party. I'll tell you what, if you order something from me, I might throw one of these in with your order when you get it. Because I know that you wanted that little bowl. Because somebody wanted that little bowl for their medicine. I'm not going to just give it to them because that's cutting my own throat. But if I keep them coming back and say they see the little things, that's persistence. Find new places to approach people. Not just what you're approaching, but where you're approaching. I'm going to my diner all the time. Hey, looky there, there's somebody that wanted to order some Tupperware. Hey, got a new sale going on. Would you like to see it? Okay. But this is my biggest one. Don't give up when things get rough. Anybody who knows me knows there's been a lot going on in my life in the last few months. I don't always get things done that I want to get done, but do I give up? Not gonna give up. Can't give up. It's not in my genetic buildup. Teddy Roosevelt always said, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. It's a good motto to live by, and that's also what persistence is. And you focus on the needs of others. I have found time after time that when it's something I really want and I lose track of helping others, it doesn't happen. I fall short of my goal every single time. But when I say, Karen, what is it that you want? And I work towards that, guess what? I just got what I wanted too. Because I focused on what Karen wanted rather than, hey, I really want that trip that's coming up. Or, oh, look at this special that we've got coming up. I want that so bad. But then it's a selfish thing, and each time I fall short. But when Amy says, well, I really need this, and I go, okay, Amy, let's work you towards that. She met her goal, and in the long run, I met mine. And think outside the box. Suzette commented on this earlier. I am great for thinking outside the box. Tupperware is about the party, but I'm not a party person. I'm not comfortable standing up here in front of everybody talking. I'm not comfortable being the focal point. I like being the power behind the throne, so to speak. So I like to encourage the people around me to do more, and I will do more from behind my screen in my kitchen, and I build my business that way, rather than going out and doing party after party after party, because that's what works for me. How many of you think you can live by the mottos of never give up? Because I guarantee you, you're doing it in your real life all the time. That's what I do.